Hi, welcome to Mother-Daughter Projects. I'm Vicki and I'm here in my craft room and I'm going to show you how I organize all of my sewing notions with wall control. Now, wall control is a product used for organizing all the things. Well, you normally see it in a garage, and we have done it in our garage, but we've done it in many places in our homes. The first time we used it was in 2018, and here it is 2025, and I just now decided I wanted to organize my stuff with wall control. I don't really know why it took so long for me to have that light bulb moment that wall control is the perfect thing for storing all of the sewing notions that I have. Now, wall control is really easy to install. The first thing you need to do is actually, decide where you want it, and then you just put your panels up. You mark the holes, and there are 6 of them. You'll either put it into a stud, or if you can't find a stud, you will use an anchor and put that in. You'll drill a pilot hole for the screws, or with the anchors, you'll drill a little larger hole. You'll pop those in, and you put your panel up, and then you'll screw it into place. And you need to, when you put those screws in, don't put them in tightly until you have all 6 of those in there, and then go back and readjust, because they'll readjust just a tiny bit. So you do the first panel, and once you have that first panel in, it's really pretty easy to do the rest because they all just line up. So just first panel and just continue until you're finished. And then the fun part is all of the shelving and all of the accessories and figuring out how to do that. And a little word of advice about that is, once you start organizing, you will probably change your mind and find better solutions later on when you're organizing all your things. Because what I have behind me is not what it looked like initially, because as I kept putting things in place, I decided this would be better here or this would be better there. So let's take a look at how I actually organize all of these notions behind me. Okay, let's start with what I call the command center, and these are all the notions that I need for pinning patterns, for cutting, for measuring, all of those things. Now down here I have some little cubbies that hold tape measures, clips, and pins. I use both of these for pinning patterns or clipping patterns. And what's nice about these is they come right off, so I can take them to my sewing machine, and as I take pins out of whatever I'm sewing, I can put them right in here and put them right back here. Here are all my scissors, and yes, I do have a lot of scissors, and if you have any questions about what some of these do, I'd be glad to answer those. Just put those questions in the comments. And this is one of my favorite hooks. These hooks are actually for paintbrushes that have a little tiny hole, and these are actually where I'm keeping my thread and bobbins. Now, when I sew, I normally use basically just white or black thread, so I've kept those together, and I've also made some little, I call them hair ties for bobbins, that keeps those little threads from getting all over the place. Now with the scissors, it's really easy to just take them right off and just cut and put them right back where they belong. And if you're wondering why there's a piece of fabric on here, and that's because these are my fabric scissors, and no one is to cut paper with those. So by having that on there, people know that these are for fabric only. Now up here we have, this is actually you'll find this in the garage, and it's actually for holding cans like spray paint or WD-40, things like that. But I'm using it for different things that needed to be just upright. And these are actually just plastic water cups that I found. They do have a lid and a straw that fit actually absolutely perfectly in these spots. So I have my paper scissors here. These are for marking, and these are things for turning and poking out corners and things like that. And this is one of my favorite features, is because wall control is metal, that anything magnetic is going to stick to it. And this is the seam guide, and this tends to wander, so it's nice to have a place where I can just put that. Up here, these are a couple of my favorite hooks for this. These are some large, they're actually called quilting rulers, but I use them all the time for measuring, and they fit right up here very nicely. And finally on this wall is this, and this is a seam ripper. And if you're a sewer, you're very familiar with this. But I just put a magnet up here and just stuck it right there, so I can easily grab that when I need it, which is pretty often. So it's right there. Now, one of the things I do like about this is having these are my scissors for cutting threads when I'm sewing. So I can just sit in my chair and sew, turn right around, grab these, snip those threads, and put them back. Easy. Next up are all the things I need for pressing, and there's a lot of real estate given over to pressing, because that's one of the biggest things. Most people don't think about it, but when you sew, you do a lot of pressing, and that's what all of these things are right here for helping to press. There are a few things that don't relate to pressing, but I'll show you those. Now this is a fairly new accessory from Wall Control. It is what you see right here. It's a place to hang. Now this is just a box that I got at Sam's, and for every project that I sew on, I always have stuff that needs to be contained. So this really works well to just take that down, put all the stuff in that I'm working with, and then I can just put it back and it all stays organized. Now these are not for pressing. These are actually pattern weights. And if you don't want to use pens or clips, you can just lay these down on top of your pattern and cut them out. And they're very sharp, so this is a really nice way to get them out of the way. Up here we have places for my press cloths and a refill cup, and that's nothing more than a cup to put water in the iron, so it makes it really easy. Up here are some more pressing things. This is a sleeve roll, some other pressing things, a pressing ham, and again, I don't use that often, so it's nice to have that out of the way, and a great place for the iron. And then finally, you have the place for your ironing board, and this works really well. It comes right off. I can just easily open it up, and there's an outlet right here, so I can actually just press right here in this corner. And then again, another one of those hooks like I use for the bobbins this has a small hole, so this works perfectly. And you'll notice that this panel is smaller than these panels, and this is called a fun size, and it is super fun. And these panels come in many, many colors, so you don't have to have just purple, but I love the purple and I wanted a pop of color, so that's what's going on here. And I didn't need a full wall of a full panel, so that's why I chose this, so it would have just been wasted space back here. And on the fourth panel, we have just an assortment of, I would call, raw materials. Some lace and some fabrics and some bias tape right here. Now one of the nice things I really like about this are these little cubbies right here. And again, these come down so you guys can just take this down, grab what I need, and put it right back up, and they're out of the way. Now when I was putting my things in place, one of the things I found that fit right here is this little organization container. This has a whole bunch of different things. There's some elastic and some other things, but it fits really nicely in this shelf. And I can put that there. I don't need it all the time, and I can just put things on top, and it's perfect. Same thing down here. It's another one of those containers from Sam's. I can pull that out. I've got buttons in here. And what is nice about this is it elevates this so you can see it a little bit better. So that is just an assortment of things that are what I call raw materials. And lastly, this doesn't have anything on it beyond this, and I did that on purpose because I want to be able to use this to put my pattern guides on here, because normally they have to sit on the tabletop or something like that. So this way I can just get them up and out of the way, and I can come over from my sewing machine, I can come over and refer to it, and then it's out of the way. Now these stuff things, these are kind of weird. I think they're kind of cool. These are actually vintage glove stretchers. So back in the day when they had leather gloves, they would put these on these stretchers and that would keep the shape. So that's what that's about. So that is how I've organized my sewing room with wall control. I am so happy, and I can't believe I waited 7 years to do this. It's very handy. It's nice to have everything where I can see it. It's easy to use, easy to put back, which is key for me because, as Steph knows, I'm not all that great about putting things back. We've used wall control in many, many places in our homes, including our garage, laundry room, and places like that. And we have a full playlist, so you can just click on that and see how you can use it in your home. It is that versatile. Thanks for joining us, and Steph is here. She's behind the camera, and you can always find us at motherdaughterprojects.com.